What are your thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts, but I just feel like they'd be wasted on him. But I do have one thing to say, if with your permission. You.
What? Am I racist? Yes, we're finally gonna finish it after like 5 months. Yeah, this is actually how I watch things. I've never actually watched an episode of something or a full movie in one sitting. I just don't have the time. I don't have the mental capacity. I have TikTok brain and it has been ruined. And now I just want to find out if I'm a racist or not. This is coming live from Tanzania. Matt Walsh, Am I Racist? Part 5? Part 6? It's one of those high parts. It's the final version. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Alright, let's get on with Am I Racist? It's only the last 15 or so minutes. Probably less. Let's get into it. This is where he brought this black man. I remember this.
Thanks, Ben. Now, Ben is going to stand.
Ben is a producer on his show and he brought him on. This is where I left off last time. Round about here. It's an actual anti-racism seminar and people are actually taking this seriously.
Move on to step 6, over-smiling. When you're in the room with a black person, a person of color, there's this compulsion that people have to smile too much. You're overcompensating. I like to put words into action. So, Ben, if you wouldn't mind, Ben, let's put Ben here. Thank you. Thanks, Ben. Now, Ben is going to stand here, and let's try to look at Ben in the least racist way that we know how.
Freaking mosquitoes here, man.
Well, number 2, you're not even looking at him.
I think he's not looking at us, so it's kind of awkward to look at someone like they're a specimen, if that makes sense. Like the exercise itself is a little
specimen?
awkward in
Well,
that.
it's not his job as a black man to make us feel comfortable in this moment.
That's not what I was saying, though.
We're going to really take the gloves
Oh
off.
my god, sorry. These mosquitoes have been attacking my back. It's so fucking itchy.
This is where things get real. White silence. White silence is when we remain silent in the face of bigotry and racism. Now, what we like to tell ourselves is that as long as I'm not voting for Donald Trump, I'm not racist. What I want to do is lead by example.
Oh
My
no.
Uncle Frank is here today. Can we bring my Uncle Frank out?
Oh no. He's in a wheelchair. This is gonna be bad.
Thank you, Ben.
Everyone's so fucking nervous.
Uncle Frank, it was 20 years ago that you sat at the dinner table with us, and not a day has gone by that I haven't thought about this. You sat at that dinner table and you made what you said was a joke. What's the difference between a Mexican man and a picnic table?
Oh.
And you made what you said was a joke. You asked the question, what's the difference between a Mexican man and a picnic table? And the answer was, a picnic table can support a family of 5. You're still laughing. We all laughed at the table.
I mean, maybe not a Mexican. I mean, isn't the stereotype of Mexicans that they're very hardworking? I get that. Yeah, all right.
I laughed. Uncle Frank, you had no right to make that joke. Latinx American, it is not funny. Uncle Frank, it is not funny to mock marginalized people. It's not a joke. It's not funny. Uncle Frank.
How do you do this shit with a straight face? That's horrible.
Okay, who wants to go next? Does anybody have some words for Uncle Frank? We're breaking the white silence here.
No way somebody's actually going to shout at this old man in a wheelchair. But the guy doesn't look that disabled, to be fair.
Number 6, you're of Hispanic.
He looks cognitive.
What are your thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts, but I just feel like they'd be wasted on him. But I do have one thing to say, if with your permission. You.
What? First to say that your thoughts would be wasted on him, that's just... Jesus Christ, that's way worse than anything Matt Walsh just said. And then she said, fuck you. Now she just opened the floodgates, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, you. I don't talk to anyone in my family because they're all racist white pieces of trash in a lot of different ways, but the racism is the biggest reason. I have cut off every person in my life, including my mother and father, grandparents, everything. I do not give a
Okay.
Powerful.
And how do you feel now? Are you happier? Yeah, I'm happier that I'm not with those motherfucking racists. A family of races should stay together.
The message.
That's what I believe. What are you gonna break up a home? They just yelled "fuck you" to this random old man. Oh, my uncle. There's no proof that's his uncle. You just went with it like fucking mob mentality. Just give these people a story and they're just gonna adhere to it.
Thanks, Uncle Frank. See you this weekend. All right.
Oh no.
This is when we get to the self-flagellation portion, which is the final step. Would you mind taking it?
Why?
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my god. Is that from the GIMP costume?
Dude, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're nuts, bro. I can't do it. I tried, man. I tried. I'm seriously done.
Yeah, bro. Fuck out of here.
None of this feels right.
How is this movie gonna end? I mean, it's gonna end soon, but how?
Yeah, it's over. Seriously.
I couldn't do this.
Thanks. Okay.
Even if you pay me, like, I'm sure Matt Walsh is getting paid millions of dollars, but holy shit. He's a consummate professional.
Am I making the world better? Or am I just profiting on people's racial guilt?
Racism is not dead, but it is on life support, kept alive by politicians, race hustlers, and people who get a sense of superiority by denouncing others as racists. Thomas Sowell. I mean, racism certainly isn't dead. But yeah, there are a lot of race hustlers. It is a good gig. Those people, those who ran BLM, Black Lives Matter, they fucking banked it in. They made like $80 million or some shit like that. Fucking crazy. Shit. And I was like, I was politically active at those times. 2020. God damn, I should have had the foresight. Set up a fund. Fight racism in South Africa. Fuck. Yeah, they would have killed me if I took their money and just bought a new car.
Black, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Haven't seen you around here in a while.
Yeah, I've been out doing the work.
This is from the first scene.
Been doing the work.
What does that mean?
Well,
White fragility is a really great place to start. The reason
I knew there had to be a montage.
now, we're still working on the problem.
I'm not going to pretend I don't notice that there's a black person in the grocery store.
DEI certified, I'm here to help.
We live in a white supremacist society. Whiteness is even more insidious than I even knew.
The only thing about white culture is buying things and stealing things.
And whiteness also robs you of your brain. America is racist to its bones. It has to burn. The entire system has to burn.
Why are you blaming me for what my ancestors did? It's not my fault.
We want to rename the George Washington Monument.
This country is a piece of shit.
Love is also not always patient and kind. It's not that much different than Nazi doctors.
Republicans are Nazis.
Kindness.
The Nazis all went to America after the war, especially the Nazi doctors. Just BTW. The funniest shit is that, like, a lot of these, like this woman here, a lot of their messages, or they do have some validity. It's just the way they do it, the propensity of it, and the financial schemes behind it that makes it easy to debunk. It just makes it easy for comedy, because for the most part, it's like, is America a piece of shit country? Yeah, more than most, more than all, actually, if you just look at their record and what they're doing right now. So you can't translate that into the average American person. The average person just wants to fucking live. But, get a family, get a dog, go to the bar with some friends, that kind of shit. But, like, America as an institution, as a fucking entity, god damn, it's fucking horrific. Just horrible shit. But that's a whole other conversation. It's a whole other conversation, really.
Republicans are Nazis.
Kindness is not what is called for.
It's not funny.
I don't know, Cornel West went on the Jimmy Dore show. He's like, oh, Donald Trump is a fascist. I'm like, yeah, Joe Biden is funding a genocide right now. And he just shut down the trucker protest. COVID, they locked everyone up. They're sending political opponents to jail. They're all fascists. It's fine. Fascism is all right. Or at least the word fascism is all right. It's just about the implementation. What are people actually doing? And these fucking Democrats, I swear to the Lord above, they're acting as if, like, they didn't just cheat the last 3 elections. Like, they didn't just have, like, Kamala Harris get anointed I fucking hate the Democratic Party. So Republicans and Nazis, really? What the fuck did Joe Biden do? Like, let's just go through that demented old psychopath's 4 years in office. Fucking horror story.
Raise a glass if you're racist. But it's a lie.
Oh no.
It's a lie meant to manipulate us.
Oh no.
We'll never live in a utopia. We all know that.
Oh no. Is it gonna end like this?
Hostage by these race-baiting con artists who want us to be bitter and angry and resentful. It's time for us to say no.
This part is almost as cringy as the rest of the movie. I fucking knew it. What do you call a Mexican swimming backstroke across the Rio Grande? A wetback. I guess I already said back in the joke and the build up, so it's not really that funny, but you get the point. It's a racist joke. All right, that is Am I Racist? And we finally finished it after all these months. And final review of the movie, I think it is absolutely hilarious. I think it's very poignant. He makes some very solid points. Of course, the Daily Wire, the organization from which Matt Walsh stems, very super uber conservative. I feel like the Am I Racist discussion can really go on forever. And I like the way they did it. It was very funny. It was very fucking brave just to put yourself in those situations. I get secondhand embarrassment watching this shit, so just imagining being in there, yeah, sounds like a nightmare to me. But yeah, out of 10, I would rate this a solid 7.8 out of 10. I think that's fair. It's a very good movie, very solid watch, and I think you can watch this with a lot of people, like a few friends or a couple of people who I would like to watch this with, like a feminist or one of these race hustlers that they highlighted in this, because I think there's a lot of points of contention within the show, within the movie, but for the most part it was a neatly put together product. And yeah, that's it. That's Am I Racist? And be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thank you very much and peace.